Start recording. Speech off.
Hey yo, peeps, how's everything going? Did it just
Speech on. Camera chooser. Stop recording button.
okay.
Speech off.
Sorry, sometimes it be doing weird shit, I just gotta check. So I seen this shit on Facebook and it really narked me, okay? Um, it's about the Grease movie. Now first off, everybody has to realize the time and the age that it was created. And a lot of those people's beliefs were influenced by the movie. Now, for me, watching it as a kid, I just liked the songs. You know, like I didn't pay attention to story plot, I didn't pay attention to what message this quote unquote movie was sending out. But with anything you watch, you should not let that affect you. Um, Like, okay, so I seen some comments about, oh, they forgot about us, you know, lesbian, queer, whatever the fuck they want to call themselves these days, okay? They sat up there and fucking bashed it because there was no same sex dancers. Well, dude, who are you to dictate what someone creates and how they want? They have a vision. And I don't know if it's these people aren't part of creativity, if they're not part of um, the craft. It's a craft. you know, everyone has their own craft. And just like when writing books and stuff, that's coming from one person, someone who's seen this vision, they thought it out, and then they wrote it out. Same thing with the movie. That shit was written before it became a movie. So who are we to be like, okay, back in those days, that was what was tolerated and that's how the world was. But we're in a new generation now, so that movie needs to go because it pushes this view and it pushes that view. And it's really fucking stupid. Like, leave old ass movies alone. Leave old ass songs alone. Okay, just it always irks me with that shit. It's like, why can't you let somebody be them? Why do you have to judge their creativity? Okay, so yeah, maybe their head was in the wrong place. You know, maybe their reasoning for it wasn't the best option. But at the end of the day, these are fucking things that a lot of us still talk about. And okay, I was born in 87. So I liked all those musicals. That's just the kind of person I am. Um, and I knew every line to every fucking song. I knew exactly when it was going to start up. And if it wasn't for Grease and musical movies like that, I don't think I would have actually pursued um, singing. I wouldn't actually have, like, come out of my shell. I learned from, in my opinion, the best. Uh, when it comes to emotional songs, how you present them, and each song has to be done differently. I mean, you can't sing like a fucking Avril Lavigne song like happy if it's sad. You can't sing it if it's you can't sing happy if, or sorry, you can't sing it sad if it's a happy song. There's an emotional attachment to every song. And you know, given that it's an old ass movie, dude, let it go. Let You guys are getting fucking ridiculous. Like I seen a post a couple months back during Christmas time where this guy just started totally bashing and you know what that song's about and you know what, okay, but at the end of the day it's still a classic. I mean, what the fuck? Like what's that song? Um fuck, I can't remember the name of the song, but it was a Christmas song. And they were saying that it supported racism, it supported feminism, and I'm just like, why are we getting all upset right now? Like, what's going on? Why can't we all just agree to disagree and move on about the situation? If you don't like something, just stop watching it. Don't fucking like rally up and be like, yeah, we're gonna get rid of this. There's some people that don't believe how you believe, and that shouldn't be a fucking issue. What the hell's going on, guys? Like, okay, granted, we're in the COVID. I fucking hate announcing that, but one day it'll be over, hopefully. But, this is the time that it's really hard on every fucking body, dude. Like, I just had a conversation earlier with my kid about, how it's affecting us. And, you know, uh, you know, she made it very clear that, I'm very short tempered since this all started. I mean, I've always had a temper, but my fuse, man, the box just blows up, and it's like, I'm not, unfortunately, I'm just that type of person. I don't know how to fix it. I've tried to reach out to different sources to get help on it. I don't know how to fix it, but I am working on it. But at the same time, what I do is I'll see you, okay, for example, I'll see you doing something. And it might, like, oh, fucking, what the fuck? I might be thinking, what the fuck? But you're you. And I give you time to acknowledge what it is you're doing. And I'll wait, and I'll wait. And then eventually, if you don't fix the problem, I fire at you. And that's my issue. And it takes a lot for me to actually get pissed off. And people don't seem to understand my stages. They think, okay, she comes out here, she bitches, she whatever. Yeah, okay, so what? And this is my channel. Like, you don't like it, go suck a dick. I don't care. Okay? But, yeah, I may come off aggressive. Because half the time I come on here, it is shit that pissed me off. And it's my escape. It's my explosion that I have to deal with. And I'm that type, I'm better if I just get it all out. And I do it in other ways too, though. But when I'm angry, this is what I do. I rant. I rant. And then I get to the point where, like, I start questioning myself, start doubting myself, like, oh, you shouldn't. No, why the fuck should I censor myself? This is, I don't give a fuck what happens. We need to earn our freedom of speech back. Because sometimes some people just need to fucking hear it. And other times, what affects you as a person is probably affecting someone else, and they're afraid to say anything. So there's so many different reasons, why we're different and why everybody has a different way of doing things. A buddy of mine, okay, we didn't see eye to eye on a certain situation, which is fine. And we're not fucking choking each other out. We're not fucking, going off the Richter scale and, oh, well, you're wrong, and I'm not going to talk to you anymore. And that's what it is these days. Everybody right now is either watching this on their phone, their TV, their fucking iPads. That's all we have right now. Stay indoors. Only come out if necessary. And it's kind of funny. They have these roads that are blocked off right now out here, And they call themselves fixing it. But actually, they're not fixing shit. They're just leaving fucking cones in the middle of the road and no work is actually being done. And that's how I feel. You know, that's how I feel about everything. It's like all of it's bullshit. It's all bullshit. Okay, yeah, granted, the virus is real. We all get it. We understand it. But we also have to understand if we were meant to get that virus, then we're going to get that virus. You know, and yeah, it's a tough one, especially for the elderly or people that have medical conditions that, you know, lower their immune system. It can strike hard. But a lot of these deaths that are being reported are all COVID related, as they like to put it. What about heart attacks? What about dying of cancer? What about, you know, fucking getting hit by a bus? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many different things out there that we're not even hearing about anymore. But it's happening. You know what I'm saying? It's happening. Every day, something tragic happens. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. Something happens to someone. And, you know, it was kind of pissing me off because, you know, a person that I knew went in because of a stroke. And when that person didn't recover, they were like, oh, it's due to COVID. So he had a stroke because of COVID? No. He didn't even have COVID. So it's like, oh, that's just getting blocked out, guys. And and I think that's why everybody's ramping and raging at each other. We all want out. We feel trapped. We feel like animals. We feel like we're in cages, you know. And what happens when you put a fucking dog in a cage for its whole life? All it's going to know is aggression because it's so fucking sick of the life. And that's exactly what social media is. It's a fucking jail cell. You know, like, it used to be different. You used to be able to just say whatever the fuck you wanted. You know, somebody got mad, they got mad. But now, when you say something that could be somewhat close to, not even race itself, you know, because that's a big one going on right now. And honestly, I don't ever think that's going to go away because those people who claim about the racism, yeah, it still happens. Okay, I'll give you that. But the ones that are claiming, oh, we're demanding respect. Okay, that's cool. Do it in a civil way. And I think that's what a lot of people are getting fucked up with. And I'll admit it, I have a hard time being civil, especially when I get, you know, offended or something is said that pissed me off. You know, I get it. But when you're trying to make a change, you have to set that shit aside. You have to look at it from a different point of view. You can't just, you know, continue on your life fucking being angry and taking it out on everyone. And that's something that's not an easy lesson to learn. You know, people used to tell me all the time, you know, you're so aggressive and you're so this and you're so that, and you know, just trying to tell me that, you know, it's okay to relax. But then they didn't understand relaxing was never in my life. I never had that. So, of course, my stupid ass was like, they don't know shit. You know, and the older I get, the more I'm like, oh, fuck, they were right. You know, maybe I should have handled this a little different. And that's the whole point of living and learning. You can't make a change unless you see the issue. And the issue is not Grease. The issue is not Christmas songs. The issue is not racism. The issue is within yourself. Bottom line, there is an underlying problem that you're either A, not recognizing, B, dismissing, or C, just totally denial. You know? So you gotta find out what's wrong with you. What's wrong with your feelings? And like, don't take this wrong as, oh, it's all your fault. That's not what I'm saying at all. All I'm saying is, you know, it's got to start with us individually making a difference. I'm not fucking telling you to go out, grab everybody's hand, and fucking skip down the street. Okay? I'm not telling you to do none of that gay ass shit. Alright? What I'm telling you is, you have to separate. And that's been the struggle for me, is separating. Like, there's some shit I'm just like, grr. So I found avenues to get it off my chest, but then at the same time, not affect others in that sense. But at the same time, I could tell you my fucking nipples were brown, and that would be a fucked up statement. It would offend somebody, or I could be like, oh yeah, I got 4 asses and 12 legs. You want me, baby? You're gonna go around and tell all your homies, like, this bitch is crazy. So, what are you doing, phone?
Speech on. Stop recording button. Speech off.
It's doing weird shit. Anyways, I'm so gonna be glad when I get my computer back. Just saying. But, just try to take everything in. Stop focusing on what's going on as far as old shit. Dude, what is the old saying? Let lying dogs lie? Or some shit like that. Or just, let it be. And I guess that really sparked me, because I'm like, bro, like, we're dealing with people dying, tragedies. Our government ain't doing shit to fucking offend, like, defend us. And we're sitting here cooped up in the houses, and we have nothing better to do but to surf the internet and find retarded ass articles and shit. Like, it's stupid, and if you don't like a movie, just don't watch it. I mean, there's some things that are fucked up out there. There's no doubt in my mind. There's a lot of shit, especially nowadays. People just doing the most, okay? They're just doing the fucking most. And you gotta separate yourself from that. There's no way we're gonna get rid of racism until those people that are claiming that is racism wake up and realize, no, bro, it's your attitude. You can't walk in there with swagger trying to get a job interview and think everything's going to go cool. You can't go to your boss and be like, what up, homie? Nigga, what'd you do last weekend? You know what I mean? Like, you can't be that way and then wonder why people stereotype you. And trust me, take it from experience. I was that person. I didn't have boundaries. I didn't have restrictions. I didn't give myself restrictions. And then I realized, okay, in some situations, restrict yourself. But when you're expressing yourself, no. No hold back. And over the years, I've gotten rid of, like, a lot of stuff. So I'll talk about a situation that happened with me and a friend or acquaintance or whatever. But out of respect, I don't name bomb. And when I do, I'm like, fuck. Unless I do it intentionally for a purpose, I stopped name bombing. I stopped going off. I stopped, and it's not been easy for me. God damn it, I'll tell you, it's not easy for me because sometimes I just want to jump on here and be like, so and so fucking pissed me off, and so this, and so that. But I'm getting to the point where instead of fucking ranting every time I'm pissed, just taking it day by day. And, if I'm still fucking narked about it, like a couple days later, I'll bring it the fuck up. And of course, no name bombing. That's just not professional. And, I don't take this channel as a job. Okay. I do this for myself. Like I say in many videos, I do this for myself. And if I got you to laugh, bam, that's all that matters. And a lot of people take me too goddamn serious. And yeah, I have a tone in my voice. I sound aggressive, but I'm not. I'm not that aggressive unless you brought out the psycho in me. And not many people can do that. But as soon as you can do that, I leave. I'm like, no, you are not getting the best of me. Nor are you going to make me feel like shit for being who I am. And it's really hard sometimes. I'm still struggling because there's sometimes I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But, at the end of the day, it's what I was feeling. And I was being real about it. But at the same time, for courtesy for others, I won't say certain stuff anymore. Especially if the friendship means a lot to me. No. Like I said, I've talked about situations prior, about friends that I've had that, really kind of just flipped my lid and caused me to be pissed off. And trust me, have you guys been watching me years ago? I only think I know one person that still watches, for sure. That still watches every bit of video I put out there. That's been following me since fucking Hit Me Radio. And they've seen the development. They seen the raw, I don't give a fuck, I'm drunk, fuck you all type of situation. And a lot of people didn't get it. A lot of people were just like, oh, you're fucking mean. Yeah, I'm fucking mean. All right, I'll admit that. I can admit something about myself. Do I want to change that part of me? Not really. Because I wouldn't be who I am if I just fucking was like, oh, yeah, just be nice to everybody. I can't do it. Because then I'm not myself. And, I'm getting a lot of shit and a lot of heat because I had different names, for my shit. I explained a couple videos ago about why I named my channel what it is. It's in honor of my pit. The other ones, I was struggling to find separation because I was going for job interviews. I wanted to get a job. And, I just kept hitting a brick wall, hitting a brick wall. Well, then I can't remember who brought it to my attention. It was a buddy of mine who brought it to my attention and said, hey, did you know that they look at your Facebook page now and what you post and this and that? And I'm like, oh shit. So yeah, I created different pages. And, I went by DJ Criddle for so goddamn long. And it's just, you grow, you develop, you learn the trade, you get better at it. The more you do it, you get better at it. And My wake-up call, let me see. I had a fucking wake-up call. Shit, 2015, I want to say, was my wake-up call. Like, hey, dude, the fuck? You know, you're angry, you're pissed off, calm down, you know? That was when I realized something was wrong within me, but I didn't know how to fix it, and I didn't know what it was. And, you know, yeah, I've dealt with a lot of trauma in my life. Who hasn't? But I never really understood how shit could affect you. And, you know, I started getting offended easily, and that's not who I am. You know, I joke a lot, I goof off a lot, you know, I may play a lot, but when it comes to serious stuff, you know, it's different. Unless I don't take it serious, then I don't take it serious, you know, like, that's honest truth. But, you know, stop bashing something that you don't know shit about. And, you know, and that's something I also learned during doing these podcasts. Like, don't come out here and, like, bash something without doing your research. You know, check it out. If it's that, you know, interesting or whatever, check it out. Have some content to come back to back up if you need to back up. But I don't know how I'm getting sidetracked here, guys, but the whole point is leave shit alone, man. Just leave it alone. I'm really fucking bummed that these people are trying to ban Grease. Bro, it was made in the 70s. There was still racism. The gays were in the closet. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Come on, people. Come on. Stop demanding that old films have and accommodate you. Because that's the lifestyle you choose. That's like me going on to the Vampire Diaries and be like, you know what, this is just not the right version of my life. So, I'm gonna need you to change this. And, you know, someone has to have like a YouTube channel to satisfy my needs. Oh, if you don't use a YouTube reference, then you're offending me. Or what? Come on, guys. What the fuck is really happening? The fuck is really going on? You know, and I believe, and this is my personal opinion, you disagree, agree, I don't care. But we all need to rise up together and stand up to this government because it's running us into the ground, and a lot of people are just going with it, and it's fucking bizarre. It's driving me nuts how many people are actually just taking it up the ass. You know, like I said prior, masks do not protect you from COVID, but yet they're pushing it. And then there was even something about they were going to start making us wear 2 masks. They're making clowns out of us. You know what I'm saying? They think we're fucking stupid. And damn it, nobody's doing shit about it. Nobody. So, I don't know, just keep that in mind. You know, just, you know, what happened to the days? It's like the dating app. All right, let's put it into this perspective for you guys. It's like a dating app. You get on there, you know, a person pops up and you're like, okay, what's up with you, Tyrone? You know, and you click on Tyrone and something in his bio is like setting you up like, yeah, I'm a gangbanger. I do this, I do that. Now, you know damn well you don't want to be a part of that person's life. Swipe. It's the same shit. Swipe until you like. That's a new motto. Swipe until you like. You know, And it's like, if we just focus mainly on more of the good things, like, I know there's not many right now, guys. I fucking get it, but find one. You know, like, focus on your family, focus on you, fix the problems within yourself and within your household so you could thrive. You know, right now, everybody's at each other's necks because we're fucking constantly cooped up with each other. And a lot of people don't understand that I don't want to go and hang out with other people. I don't want to be in a different environment. I don't want to socialize at your house because when I'm overwhelmed, I'm ready to go home and I don't want to offend nobody. So I just stay to myself on most of those days. Sometimes I'll stick it out and tough through it, but majority of the time I'm jonesing to leave. And it's got nothing to do with the people or anything like that. It's just the fact that I'm already cooped. And so my only release from being in my house all damn day is going out to the balcony and fucking going grocery shopping. But that's not even enjoyable because it's not like you can just kind of stroll, kill some time, browse. You can't do that. You gotta know what you want, gotta get in, gotta get the fuck out. Every little enjoyment, every little piece that you had is now revoked. And a lot of people are struggling with inner peace, being okay with themselves. And this COVID, I guess, it's really taken a toll on people in a lot of different ways, especially mental health. People are just downing themselves. Of course, people are gaining weight because they're not as active. Their activities are not permitted right now. So they're feeling their confidence is gone. And that's what they want, guys. They want to break us. They want to break Americans. They want to break all societies. And I just wish I could make people see all that. They want to do that. That is what they are doing. They are destroying the things that make us happy. I mean, for fuck's sake. My cover got flagged. 2 of them did, actually. It's a cover. I'm not making money off of it. And it was done through an app, and there was a licensing issue. Now, what those licensing issues are, I couldn't really fucking tell you. But, even YouTube, man, if you're fucking chilling, you're on your stream, and you're jamming, you got music playing in the background, oh fuck, copyright. We're being restricted at all fronts. They got us in the house, and now they're like, okay, let's strip it all away one by one. But they'll never think of it until it's too late, and there's nothing they could do about it. And I knew something bad was going to happen. I just knew it if Trump got in office. And sure enough, boom, everything went to shit. Yeah, some things started getting a little better, but everything went to shit. Marijuana was legalized. So half of the Americans, where it is legal, are stoned off their ass. They're stoned off their fucking ass. They're not worried about fucking Coffee Joe and fucking Trump-a-lump. I don't give a fuck. They're high. Who cares? Everything's funny anyway. And it's like Don't tell me to go out and vote either. Oh, fuck all that. Well, if you don't vote, you can't, bitch. Oh, yes, I can. Because I can look at you and be like, you're a dumbass. Why the hell did you vote for this fuck? You know, I know with the Hillary and Trump campaign bullshit and, you know, the election for that, a lot of people chose Trump because they didn't want Hillary. And they all knew what an asshat he was. And these are the same. The funny part is the people that voted for him are the main bitchers. You know what I mean? They're going off about, oh, he's so fucking dumb and, you know, he's got all these riots. Dude, y'all knew about that prior, okay? You knew about that prior. See, here's the thing. I haven't had cable in 6, 7, 8 years, okay? So I'll never forget it. I took my daughter to a quick care. I want to say this was 2016. I took her to a quick care. No, back it up. 2014 or 15. One of those two. And on the TV, there was fucking Trump. Prior to being a president, causing effing riots. I remember everybody was like, oh, that's so fucking awesome. He's going to be a bomb. You know, he's so cool. He stands up. He makes it, you know, he breaks it down for us who don't understand politics. And, you know, everybody was fucking rooting for him. But I had a bad vibe from jump. So if you know, sometimes I'm glad I can't see. Because a lot of the times, people get distracted by facial features. You know, and anybody can imitate a smile or a serious face, even if they're not serious or they're not happy. But when you listen to someone's words, sometimes you can hear the evil in it. So just stop. If not for everyone else, stop for yourself. Just stop trying to get shit banned. I mean, I seen a video the other day. I was like, what the fuck? But did I go and report it? Nah. Just because it wasn't my thing doesn't mean it's not someone else's thing. We are different, and that's okay, and we need to remain different, because if we do not remain different, life is going to get fucking boring. It's already fucking a fucking flop. But it's getting worse. Days go by, weeks go by, months, years. And we're getting worse. Shit, this time last year was when the whole world ripped apart for everyone in many different ways. So, you know, we're all struggling. And I don't want to be that hunk if you love fucking Jesus type of person, but we're all in this together. And that's the thing. We are too busy separating people from each other. It's okay to be different. It's okay to have a different outlook. It's okay to have a different lifestyle than other people. It's fine. That's what we need. That's how the world goes round. I mean, you can't get a fucking painter to do a fucking, you know, mechanic's job. And don't be a jackass and be like, what if they're a mechanic and a painter? Don't be stupid. It's an analogy. Okay? And right now, there's not many people working. Not at all. A lot of people are laid off. Businesses have closed down because they couldn't reopen. Some businesses were probably already fucking struggling to stay open when the COVID hit. America is in despair. And even Canada. This is a global warming. Something we've been told about our whole lives. Ever since we were little kids. You remember that? We never really knew what it fucking meant. But now we do. You know, being in school and everybody's talking about global warming and you're like, what is that? Warning. I'm sorry. You know, and I never understood it. I was just like, okay, that's just weird. How can one thing affect the entire world? And damn. You know, but that's you know, that's being a kid, not understanding stuff. And you know, as I was a child, I bounced from different schools to different schools all the time because we were always constantly moving. You know, just always. And that's why when I move somewhere, I stay a while. Because I didn't get that as a kid. And I wanted to make sure my kid didn't have to do that. Go to a different school every couple months apart or transfer back to a school. You know, that shit, that was rough. Because I didn't realize it, but until I got older, that I'm dyslexic. So I screw up a lot, especially when spelling, because I'll put the I before E when I shouldn't. You know, I'll fucking, you know, I get numbers mixed up. So when you're a kid and you don't know you have these problems, your parents don't really pay attention to you in that aspect because they're busy at work. And your teachers don't pick up on it. And if they do, they don't say nothing about it. They just push it under the rug and be like, oh yeah, well, that person just has this problem. You know, instead of, you know, all that shit. So there was one point in time that I had to do a speech class. And I tried really hard in there. And I was doing great. They would come get me out of class. And they'd work with me on it. And I was doing great. And still to this day, I do have, I believe it's a speech impediment. And certain things that I say, certain words that I say, there's sometimes I'll stutter, you know, and it's like, that shit was not easy to get through. And then you threw numbers in my plate, and it looked just like alphabetical soup. You know, like there's no start, there's no finish, there's just numbers. And that was always hard for me, and it still is. And I struggle with it daily. But, you know, when it comes to paying for shit, I'm really good with, like, money and stuff like that. I'm just not good if you sit me down with a fucking algebra question and be like, figure it out. You know? So, like I said, everyone's different. For me, I'm never going to have a career in science or anything to that effect. So, algebra, not really a big deal. You know, I'm not going to be what do you call them motherfuckers? I'm not going to be an accountant, you know, at any point in time in my life. Because I wouldn't set myself up for failure like that, you know? Like, you have to know what you're good at and what you're not. And what you're not, you have to be, you know, I mean, there's always room for improvement. But if you push and push and push and push and you're still not making any sense out of it, you're just going to kill yourself. You're going to drain yourself. So, everybody's good at something different than each other. And, and if you could find someone that's good at the same shit that you're good at, and they're willing to work with you and collab with you and, do stuff, it's really fun. It's really fun when you find that person that you can just be like, all right, we're going to do this shit together, and it's amazing having teamwork. But a lot of times you have to rely on yourself, because at the end of the day, it's just you. So stop worrying about this shit, please, guys. I know I went into a whole rampage. Was not expecting the video to be this long. But yeah, dude, just stop worrying about the past, dude. We can't move forward if we're stuck in fucking that era of mind, that mind frame. Oh, it's teaching our kids to be racist and sexist, and it's teaching them to be gay, and we don't want them to be gay, or they're not showing gay people, and that's not right. No, dude, the movie was made in the 1970s. Let it go. We're in 2021, bruh. Let it go. Stop trying to get shit banned. Fuck. So some of us still want to watch it. I love Grease. I'm not afraid to admit that. I love Grease. So, but I'm not just talking solely about that. I'm talking about everything in general. And that's what I've been doing. If I see something I like on Facebook, I'll share it. But if I don't like it, I stop sharing. Unless it's something that I feel everybody should see. Or like, hey, bro, look at this shit. But the more you feed into the negative, the more they're going to keep producing the negative, the more that they're going to influence these people, these kids. And as a parent, it's hard. It's fucking hard, man. I joke all the time about, oh, I'm almost done. But the truth is, I'm terrified. I'm terrified of when my daughter turns 18. Then I'm going to be like, okay, maybe it'll take me a couple more years to move or whatever, depending on her situation. But it scares me, because then my baby girl is going to be out there in the world doing her own damn thing. That's a scary thought. And, I cover it up with humor. And yeah, she gets on my damn nerves. But what kid doesn't? She does shit that she probably shouldn't. Or she knows that she should not. But at the end of the day, she's still my kid. And I only want the best for her. And that's why I cracked down so hard on her. And people didn't understand that, because I see the potential in my kid. And I know she can be a great person. Are you eavesdropping, Road Flare? What are you doing? Girl, hurry up and go to bed. Girl, what the fuck? Hurry up and go night-night. Goofy. Well, like I was saying, I only want what's best for my kid. And, some people say, oh, you're too hard on her. Nah. Sometimes, maybe. But, if you fuck up, I'm getting in your ass. It's my job as a parent to get in your ass, to correct the issue, not just ignore it and keep on going with my day like I never saw it happen. And yeah, sometimes my anger does get the best of me, and I'll go off. And then I have to calm down, and I'm like, okay, let me just focus and then go back to the conversation. So I've been trying to communicate with those around me. If I'm fucking mad, I will tell them, hey, listen, I'm a little upset right now. Give me like 5 to 10 minutes and then I'll come back and talk to you about it. And there's some people that are okay with that. And they're like, okay, that's cool. Thanks for the heads up. And the conversation goes better. It goes a lot better. For me, at least. And as far as, me not getting as agitated, and if I feel it creeping in, I just stop and I fucking breathe. I've always had a temper. Always had a fucking temper. Ever since I was little. And, when you get older, you learn to control it. And it's not perfect. It's going to come out. I'm still learning. It's still going to happen. But I have to work harder, especially when it does happen, to be like, okay, so what could I have done differently to change that point of view, to change my reaction? And a lot of people that I know have said to me several different times, why do you let that shit affect you? And, after fucking 10 years of pondering that question, I finally was able to overcome it. But at the same time, if you're accusing me of something, or you're, and you don't know the backstory, or you're just way off kilter with it, yeah, it's going to piss me off. And I'm going to have something to fucking say. But just know, I'm not going to say anything to your face. I'm sorry, that's not how I meant it. I'm not going to say anything to your face that I wouldn't say behind your back. So if I'm angry with that person, I might take a while to come and initiate a conversation, depending on how pissed off I was about it. Now, let me emphasize the word now. Before, fat chance. You pissed me off, I was going off then. It was just, pow! Just an eruption. It was like a volcano. But nowadays, I sit back, I think, and I try to look at it their perspective, which is not always easy to do. Looking at it a different perspective is not as easy as they fucking tell you it is. Okay? But I try to calm myself down and go, okay, so they said this, they said that, this pissed me off. That's when I stopped listening. And so I have to, you have to sort this shit out in your own mind. And a lot of people don't know how to do that. And I was one of them. I mean, yeah, I still don't get it 100% right all the time. But the thing is, at least I'm attempting to fix what's broken within me. And, they always say you have to love yourself before you can love someone else. I agree. But just because you battle with, your own mind, your own heart, does not mean that you're a bad person. And people will paint you as a bad person because you are open-minded, because you are outspoken, because it's different. Everybody wants sugar. They're like, give me that sugar, baby. Don't tell me the truth. I don't want to hear it. You know how many times I heard that this week? Lie to me. I don't want to hear the truth. So I'm not saying go around sugarcoating. I'm not promoting that. Fuck that. Say what's on your mind. Don't sugarcoat it, because when you sugarcoat, it hurts the other person drastically. So don't sugarcoat. Just keep it blunt. Like, hey, dude, what you said a couple days ago kind of really either hurt my feelings, affected me in some way, whatever the case may be. I don't fucking know. Or pissed you off, like, who knows? Go to that person once you're calm and you're more level-headed so you can actually present yourself as an adult versus a fucking temper tantrum child. So, yeah, okay, I think I made this long enough because I went, way off kilter. But anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Oh yeah, real quick, 28 songs in the list. I'm still taking requests. I need a total of 2 more songs to make 30. And depending on how well my voice holds up for that month, you might get a encore on the 31st. So that I'm really stoked about that, guys. I'm going to be trying some waters that I haven't tried before. So it's going to be great. I have a good feeling about it. So I'm excited. So that's finally something I'm doing for myself. So like I said, find something you like and just do the fuck out of it. Enjoy yourself. Pick up a book. Write a book. Fuck it. Do you. Be creative. Stop worrying about what fucking social media has to offer. Take that break. I'm still asking you guys to join me on this challenge. 30 fucking days. No post, no videos, no nothing. Just give you time. So I dare you. I dare you to take that challenge. And you may not have to do it, you may not do it when I do it. But take that fucking challenge for yourself. Just fucking fuck Facebook. Fuck Twitter. Fuck, all these goddamn news fucking shit. Just fuck it all, man. All right. So, peace.
Speech on.